Desperate times call for desperate measures, man. And shout out to Twitter for letting me know this. I had no idea. If it's not about the Detroit Lions, I kind of don't know about it. But this, usually I'm tapped into some things, but this went right over my head. I guess just happened not too long ago. And that is that the Washington Commanders have decided to release Emmanuel Forbes, the cornerback. They just drafted this guy last year, not this year, but the same draft that we took Jahmyr Gibbs. Forbes went just 6 spots after Jahmyr Gibbs, and he is no longer a Washington Commander. Now, why am I making a video about this? You already know. The Detroit Lions are on a Super Bowl push, and their cornerback room is getting very thin, along with the defense, period. We have Carlton Davis, who is going to miss his second game, most likely this Thursday against the Green Bay Packers. And then after that, who do we have? Kendall Vildor. You guys have been saying get rid of Kendall Vildor. After Kendall Vildor, it's Khalil Dorsey. The other side, now we do have Emmanuel Mosley. Speaking of two Emmanuels, we've got Emmanuel Mosley, who should get some time against the Green Bay Packers at cornerback. On the other side of that, we got Terrion Arnold. But if he goes down, then what? Emmanuel Forbes. It'd be weird to have two Emmanuels on the team, but like I said, y'all not going to hear me complain about anyone, whether they're good or bad or ugly. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain about them because we need all the bodies we can get. Now, the situation with this is he was put through waivers. And I believe if you are put through waivers and you are claimed, you instantly go to the 53-man roster. So that is a thing that we have to consider. So if you're waived or pulled off somebody's practice squad and you are claimed, you go to the 53-man roster. I think I remember that correctly. But I make so many videos. Sometimes it all kind of collapses in on itself. But what happened? This is the same team that traded for Marshon Lattimore at the trade deadline. This is coming from Bleacher Report. It says, entering the 2024 campaign, Forbes fell behind Benjamin St-Juste, rookie second-round pick Mike Sandersteele, and Noah, I'm not even going to say that last name, on the cornerback depth chart, resulting in him recording just 7 tackles and 1 pick in 6 games. I mean, that's not too bad. Once the Commanders acquired 4-time Pro Bowl cornerback Marshon Lattimore in a trade with the New Orleans Saints earlier this month, meaning last month, or no, this month because we're still in November, Forbes became expendable, although Lattimore has yet to appear in a game for Washington due to a hamstring injury. Now, Forbes has missed 2 games. He had a thumb injury. He missed 2 games this season. I believe he's only played 10 or so. It might have been 6. We're going to look because I looked at this. He really hasn't had too much time. He was a first-round pick in 2023. This is insane to me. 2023, 6 foot, 180, only 23 years old. He's got 2 solo tackles, 1 pass defended, and 1 interceptions. Let's look at his stats over his rookie season. 2 games, not a bunch going on, 1 interception, 6 games. So it's been 6 games thus far this season. What has he done for the season, though, in those games? Let's look at the game log. Let's see. Last action was earlier this month. So he has not seen any action in over 3 weeks. He is going to be fresh for sure. Now, again, I'm not going to complain about anyone who the Lions are even remotely looking at because we need all the help that we can get. And here's the thing about this guy. He is under his rookie deal because before I made this video, I'm saying, okay, Derek, with the Detroit Lions being 32nd in the waiver priority, 31st, not including the team that waives the player, how likely is it that you can claim somebody? Somebody like Daniel Jones is going to clear waivers. His contract was ridiculous. And if that's not the case, these people probably will not clear waivers. And with Emmanuel, it gets a little touchy because if you claim him off waivers, you absorb the contract. So whatever team does this, they have to consider that. But it's not really going to cost them that much for quite some time. He's in his 2nd season. This season, in 2024, Forbes will earn a base salary of $1.4 million while carrying a cap hit of $3.5 and a dead cap value of $12 million. So here we are, drafted in 2023. Now you've got 2024. So you would essentially have a rookie for 2.5 years. Then you can decide in not even next year, not until the 2026 season, if you wanted to pick up his 5th-year option. So coming up this year, you're going to have Aiden Hutchinson and Jamison Williams, who you have to decide whether or not you want to pick up their 5th-year option. Then after that, you would get to Jahmyr Gibbs and such, right? So this guy is going to be a steal for anybody who does claim him. But the question is, who could? Is he going to make the Detroit Lions to the Detroit Lions? I'm going to say no. But the question that I have for you is, would you take him? I would say yes. It won't hurt. It will not hurt if that was the case. Now let's look at Tankathon real quick and look at the waiver priority. It's essentially the draft order. It's essentially by record. So he was waived. The New York Giants, the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, any one of these guys, I don't really know their roster to look at who could use a cornerback. But I am almost certain that he will not make it to the Detroit Lions. He's going to run through all of these guys, and there's no doubt he's not going to make it to us. I mean, look at us. We are last on the waiver priority list, which is why we stay on the practice squad, poaching people off the practice squad. So he could make it. I doubt it though, but that's why we're going to be practice squad poachers or off the couch. One of those two is how you're going to make it to the Detroit Lions. The only way also is if somebody with a hefty contract gets cut, gets waived. They're going to clear waivers like Daniel Jones, and then from that point on, they are free to sign with the team. You can throw the contract out the window. Once they clear waivers, that contract that they had is out the window to the new team. So I don't think he clears, but I'm not going to be mad if the Detroit Lions bring anybody in here because we need all the help we can get. If Emmanuel Forbes helps us win a Super Bowl, I will take that. But it would be kind of funny having 2 Emmanuels at cornerback at one point in the game. That would be insane. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think Emmanuel, what's the likelihood you think that he has of making our team? Would you take him? I'm sure nobody's going to say no. We have been decimated by injuries. If I understood correctly, the Detroit Lions now have 18 players on injured reserve, the most in the league. It is very reminiscent of 2019. The difference is starters. We're only missing, I think, 3 starters, Hutch, Davenport, and Barnes. The rest are role players. So we need all the help we can get. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.